the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it.
And his first look is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on third down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Defensively, Puna forward with a tackle there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. A gain of 8 and a first down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And Sharp hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Williams.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feet.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Goff now looking to throw. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. Touchdown, Detroit.
Brock Wright.
48 yards.
And the Lions have retaken the lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. And
in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
On second down, it's Walker.
Room here to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Gino. He lets it fly for Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, Williams. A solid stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try the air now with Goff. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Throwing now is Geno.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Geno on first down.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now it's Smith.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot it.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
52 yards on the ground for him so far. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Goff on the move to his left.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This is Swift on the counter.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift,
40 yards.
And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? And maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, it's gone. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Smith. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go now. 18 runners. Ready?
On fourth down, Smith. Going deep for Walker.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Goff now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Goff.
And that's out to the flat.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hit and dropped behind the line by Shelby Harris.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and run.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. On 1st down, it's Smith. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aiden Hutchinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to